everybody, and welcome to my podcast. I'm just laughing at my two guests here today. They are loving that Christmas music, as am I. My name is Tiffany, and my husband and I are the owners of Creative Designs by Tiffany, a flower shop and event space in upstate New York. While we'll continue to talk about the original flowers and floral arranging, we're expanding to talk about everything I love and nothing that I don't. So thanks for giving a listen. Today I am joined by Dave Warner, producer of Tiffany Talk.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, very good. Seems like forever since I've seen you.
Wasn't that just yesterday?
Yeah, it was just yesterday.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to pull up a cot now, I guess.
Did that. Yeah, there's room.
Yes. And then also by Teri Chase from Team Cheese in Little Falls.
Ooh, Team Cheese.
That's when you cue the music.
You want? I can do that. You know,
cheese music?
Yeah,
the cheese music.
Oh,
See?
I had it turned
there
on.
There it is. Thank you so much. So, isn't it cool?
I'm
Best
so
podcast.
humbled.
Yes, and that was everyone in the studio audience too, by the way. So that was a lot of people listening. So
live studio audience going here.
Exactly. So I wanted to talk about a couple of quick things coming up at the store. The first thing is we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Small Business Saturday is Saturday the 26th. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my town of Dolgeville doing a big Christmas, I guess it's Christmas on Main, Christmas thing.
Christmas on Main,
anyway,
yes. The parade at 6.
You know more of the schedule than I do.
I'm sorry.
So that's where I don't know what's going on. I know for Small Business Saturday, we try and get everybody out for small business time. So that's Saturday. The evening is the parade, I believe, and they're lighting the tree at 6 o'clock. So that's in Dolgeville. So come on
It'll
out
be
for
dark
that.
by then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's beautiful.
Like at 3 o'clock, right?
Right. Like the tree in the middle of the afternoon. It's okay. So that's going on the 26th. And then on December 4th, we're having our open house event and pop-up portraits, which come on down because Santa will be there. But most importantly, we are talking about today, December 1st. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
I could,
There it is.
December
Beautiful.
1st, there it is.
So I'm very excited
Teri's loving every second of this.
It's great. So I'm very excited about this event because Teri had approached me about hosting a fundraiser, and I guess it's their first and inaugural fundraiser for Little Falls Cheese Festival, right?
So the Cheese Festival has become
huge. Yes. Yeah.
Which was unexpected.
Right.
I mean, it was started 7 years ago, and I think it was 2 or 3 blocks long, and cheese vendors had to be begged to come, and they sold out by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so, it began to grow.
Right.
I got involved when some of the people who were helping run it moved away, and they passed the torch to me. As I confided to Dave one time, I did not know what I was getting into. It's huge. People love cheese.
Yes.
It's very compelling because there's a lot of cheese history in the village of Little Falls, and also city of Little Falls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
God, it's like village. We're gonna
Right.
we're gonna
It
hate mail.
feels like a
village
Right.
town. It's all of the small town.
But
thing.
as we all know, for those of us who live around here, north, south, east, and west of Little Falls, there's farmland, and a lot of those farms are finding dairy not that profitable and are going into cheese making. There's been a cheese making, as the British would say, renaissance in this area. So the Cheese Festival has become popular because people come here to try cheese.
So cool.
It's
neat.
now
Yeah,
5 blocks of Main Street. That's extraordinary.
It is.
It attracted, according to Dave's calculations, using
dun,
drone
dun.
photography. Yes. We need some dramatic music here now.
I know I didn't
could
cue you
just-
for any of these. I just said Christmas music.
Right. So it attracted about 10,000 people. Now,
Unreal.
what a lot of people don't understand, and I'd like to make clear, is that the Cheese Festival's totally nonprofit. Anybody who's in a nonprofit does the wah-wah sound, right?
Yeah,
Because
I'll do it again for you.
Right. There's some sponsorship money, but everybody's been having hard times in the past couple of years, and our expenses have exploded. We need more porta potties. We need more shuttle buses.
All good things, though.
All
So,
good things.
All good things.
To man, it's growing pains.
Yes.
It's nothing bad, but it's growing pains. And one thing we have never done is a fundraiser.
Wow.
Unreal.
I didn't
So
even realize
for
that you'd never
you
done
two,
that.
Right?
We have never done
this
one.
Is it. Can you see
It's
it?
very
well,
Yeah.
you can see it
Well,
here.
It's
crooked. I
and
can't
what better
pronounce it right
fundraiser
now.
to do than something with wine and cheese? And the reason I say that, I mean, there are other things you can do for fundraising, lots of other things you can do, and there's lots of people with good ideas, and maybe we'll try some of them. But I really wanted to launch with wine and cheese because We have
It's
a
a
lot of
cheese festival,
avid.
yes.
We have a lot of avid attendees. They're maniacs. I mean, they come with a cooler on wheels,
Yes.
and they spend $400.
Yes.
Or some people spend $10, but they walk up and down and try everything and make a careful decision.
Yes.
So we're all having a cheese education. Even the people on the planning committee, Team Cheese, are having a cheese education. This is going to be a cheese education evening,
Which is awesome because I would just have a slice of cheddar and some, I don't know, Pinot Noir maybe together. I don't know.
But there's
this
so
is-
much more.
that tells me, right, exactly. So this is excellent. So explain to me exactly how it's going to work then.
Okay, so when you come to this, it's not just milling around and eating.
Right.
It is milling around and eating, but it's not just
That would
milling
be
around.
grazing and
right,
eating.
grazing,
Yeah,
We're
right.
not grazing. We're not
Okay,
grazing
it's
at
from
this
5
event.
to 7 p.m. So if you're still hungry afterwards, certainly you could go out to dinner afterwards,
Excellent.
right?
Yes, excellent.
Right. But it's going to be run by a woman named Abby Woodcock, who is one of our vendors.
Okay.
She is a cheesemonger. That is, she sells and educates people about cheese from her cheese shop in Oneida, which has become a destination. People absolutely love her cheese shop. She gives cheese workshops over there all the time for more money than we're charging to get into our cheese
Oh,
festival,
wow.
right? And she's going to set up, I think she told me, 4 stations, along with Megan from our local wine shop. They are collaborating on which wines go with which cheeses.
Fantastic.
And you will get to sample them and sip the wine and discover these felicitous combinations. It will be educational.
I'm watching Dave's face right now. Like,
There
he's
will be
gonna
there
learn.
will be other snacky things too.
Oh, there are as well
Oh,
too.
man.
Oh my goodness.
Man food? No.
No hot dogs, no
No
chili
jerky?
dogs.
No jerky?
Okay, it's a classy event. We're going to make this classy.
You know,
Come on.
I'm looking forward to this too because
Yes.
we all need to move beyond sharp cheddar
Exactly.
into
Exactly.
other realms. And Abby is a wonderful guide.
That's
She's full of
awesome.
enthusiasm and knowledge, and
so excited.
it'll be really interesting because there's soft cheeses, there's bloomy rind cheeses, there's semi-soft, there's hard cheeses, there's aged cheeses, there's young cheeses, there's goat cheese, there's sheep cheese, there's cow cheese, there's people who blend 2 or more of those for I mean, it's a whole world.
I'm ringing the bell now because there's sheep cheese. I remember asking Dave that at one point, is there sheep cheese? And he was like, I don't know. So I am happy to hear that there is sheep
Any
cheese
animal
as well.
that makes milk, we can harvest their milk and turn it into cheese.
Unreal.
And there is
Hummingbird cheese.
it's
Yeah.
really
I
interesting.
don't know about that.
Be a lot of hummingbirds.
But that's, so they all, I'm assuming, have different tastes, right?
They're as different as I happen to really like beer.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if you go down to our brew pub
Yeah.
or go to a beer shop, you'll see a huge range of beers.
Yep.
The cheese is a big world too.
Yes.
That's analogous. Or like for just a little analogy, since you brought up birds, my dear. I once upon a time, if it has wings, it's a bird,
Yes,
right? And
yes.
then I had a friend who took me on a hike, and started naming birds. You know, and
goodness.
at the end of the hike, I was like, "Thanks a lot."
Yes.
Up to this point, everything was just a bird, and now the
Right.
whole world
Now I'm
has
totally-
exploded in my little brain.
yeah.
Right?
So what you're saying, it's the same with cheese.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the same with cheese. You're going to make discoveries. You're going to
Unreal.
travel to foreign lands. You're going to travel right out our back door.
That's great.
The wines some are New York, some are not. I mean, it's going to
great.
be very interesting.
I love it because that's to pair it. That's what they always say is you have
Well,
to pair it well, right?
right.
So
Yes.
I don't know how to do that. So learning that, or someone who does know, they're going to learn something.
Okay,
that
so
night,
this
right?
is our pitch too, as a precursor to the holiday season. Okay.
Yes.
I do some holiday entertaining, and I will accept any invitation to a party that has eggnog. But, you know, to tell you the truth, let's be honest, boys and girls, cats and kittens, let's be honest. There's too many sweets at Christmas.
Yes,
There's
there
too many
are.
That's
sweets.
true, yeah.
And you just go into a sugar coma
It's true.
after a while.
Yes.
How wonderful it would be to either open your holiday party or holiday dinner with cheeses and wine, or, as we say at our house, have French dessert, which is have cheese and accompaniments for dessert instead of a big honkin' fruit cake
Yes.
or tiramisu or something.
Well, don't use fruitcake
agree.
and compare it to cheese.
Tiramisu.
That's like, okay, all right.
Strawberry shortcake,
Yes.
Oh,
cake, you know. But I think, you know, it's a relief from desserts, and it's also really fun if you're trying to have a party where you want people to mingle.
It is, yes.
They're going to oh, try this. Oh, check this out. This is really interesting. And we're going to have some of that the night of our event. I'm sure
can't
people
wait.
are going to have their eyes, their palates awakened.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait because, nobody does things like this around here. So I think it's a very unique opportunity for people to realize what they can do for the holiday season and what kind of parties they can
Right.
throw.
I'm not saying,
So-
don't do desserts, but I'm
Right.
saying let's explore cheese and wine and see what we can learn and see if we can add it to our entertaining.
It's true.
And that's why December 1st seemed like a good date to us.
It does.
Thanksgiving's over. We've loaded the dishwasher and pressed start.
Yes.
And at that point, you turn your mind to the holidays. And we
Yes.
thought December 1st was early enough that you haven't thrown a holiday dinner or a party yet.
And you can try it all.
And you can try it all and learn it all. Learn from Abby and Megan.
Yes.
And take that knowledge away with you.
That's
You will feel like I did after the hike with the birds,
Yes.
which is there's so much more to learn.
Which is so neat, and it gives you enough time to get ready for that holiday season, which is perfect. And so now, explain this to me too for the cheese festival. Generally, there's not enough time to do what you're doing at this event, right? People can't just sit and linger and
It's crowded
taste
and it's outdoors and it's
Yes.
a nice autumn day. This is indoors.
Yes.
Your space will be decorated Christmassy, and I'm
Yes.
so excited
Yes.
about that.
We love Christmas.
Right.
And
This is a great
love
way
Christmas.
to launch into Christmas.
Yes, it is.
Grab your honey or your
Yes.
buddies. If you need a date night, this
Yes.
is perfect.
Yes.
To just ease into the holidays, and you can pitch it to your friends or your sweetheart that
Yes.
this is going to be an educational evening.
Yes,
Honey,
it's just perfect.
But dress up a little bit holiday-ish.
Exactly.
One thing we're also doing is every ticket that you buy automatically enters you in a raffle for one of 3 baskets. And I'll explain in the baskets in a minute. But I mean, the odds, because your event space is not large and we're not encouraging a really big crowd.
Exactly.
Get your tickets before they run out because we will cap it. The odds of winning one of these 3 baskets is quite high, and the baskets, okay.
You don't want a bunch
here
of
we go.
people just going down Main Street in Dolgeville waiting to get in and taste?
That laugh was all I needed to hear. No, it's true.
But okay, so the baskets will have, we have one vendor, all vendors have donated, okay? One of our vendors makes the most exquisite cheese boards. They're gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
And they're
Yeah.
expensive.
Yes.
And that's
you
something
know.
you can win in one of those baskets.
Every basket, all 3,
Oh, my
each of the
goodness.
3 baskets will have one of his boards, which
Oh,
he
wow.
donated. We have an artisanal chocolatier, Nostalgia Chocolates, donating some of their chocolate because that goes with.
Yes.
I thought that was
3
a
different
chocolate
kinds.
tasting cheese.
I know.
right?
I don't know. I don't know. I have more to learn.
Is there such a thing?
I don't know. That's an interesting
I would
thought.
like that.
Bring your questions, Dave. Bring
Yes,
your
bring
questions
questions.
on the
That's right.
first.
Yeah.
There will be 3 different kinds of cheese, and there will be a
wonderful.
few other goodies in there. And there will be a bottle of wine from one of our New York State wine vendors that vends at our cheese festival. So it's going to be a heck of a basket.
That is.
And
right
you said
there
there's
is-
3 of them, not just one.
3.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 3 winners out
3
of 50.
winners
Out of
out of
50.
about
Those are
50.
good odds.
So, yes,
Those are
that's
good odds.
very good
Yes,
odds.
very good odds. So very excited.
And then
about
the
that.
last ingredient in the evening is we thought it'd be lovely to have a little music
Yes.
along with the holiday decor and the milling around and,
Yes.
and swooning over the cheeses and the wine.
So explain to me that, because Dave and I were just talking about that, and I told him that there's a 3-piece ensemble. Now, who is it? Is it someone that has been at the Cheese Festival
Yes.
before? So
Okay.
who would it be?
So we have music at the Cheese
Right,
Festival. That
right.
makes sort of a festival atmosphere. So, and I said the cheese baskets would have ingredients that are donated by our vendors. So we looked to our musicians that had played at the Cheese Festival, and we picked and asked, and he said yes. Kyle Osment.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Kyle, but
Do you, Dave, remember?
I don't remember
he
him.
usually
Which one
plays
was
our
he?
festival in a duo. He's a young
Okay.
man. I
Okay.
believe he's in his mid-20s. He went to music school. He's really multi-instrumentalist.
Oh, that's great.
He used to be in a band that was very popular around here, kind of swing and jazz, called the Dharma Bum String Band.
Very cool.
And then he plays a duo with
Okay.
with another guy, a guitar player at our festival. But he has a jazz trio, and they have a regular gig at, what is that nice bar over near the Capitol Theater in Rome? It's kind of a jazzy bar.
It's not the cafe, is it?
I can't.
No, I don't remember. Yeah.
No, that's in Utica.
That's Utica. Okay.
Anyway, The jazz trio
Okay.
is really popular and really
Fantastic.
wonderful, and it's what he loves to do.
Oh, good.
I mean, he's a piano player. He also plays violin. I
Awesome.
suppose he plays guitar, bass, and harmonica, and
Wow.
I don't know what else.
It's unreal.
Right.
I hate people like that.
You'll love him. He's
We
really
can just stand around and listen
his
to him.
his
then.
joy
Yeah.
in his music when you watch him play is
great.
really infectious. So I think it's going to be
Fantastic.
a really nice accompaniment. So
That
we
is.
have it's kind of an elegant evening
It
too.
is.
You know,
It is. Well, that's kind of the
Oh,
idea,
what's
too.
the
that-
dress then? Uh-oh, we got to wear.
Well, it's
we
not
gotta
black
dress up.
tie, I don't think.
don't
right?
wear
You
your
know.
Buffalo Bills sweatshirt
Yes.
to our wine and
Oh,
cheese.
come on.
There'll be an event for that.
Besides-
maybe a fundraiser for that
Be-
sometime down the
besides
road.
Okay,
It's
with
fun
the bills.
to dress up for the holidays.
It is. So
It's fun.
yes, and it's a nice thing in there too, because that's what I've wanted, one of these types of events in there, and I couldn't be happier to support this event because it's such a, I don't know, it's not in Dolgeville, but it's in Little Falls, so it's our neighboring town, and I can't be
Yeah,
happier.
but it's the whole area.
It is.
It's got
It
nothing to do
is.
with
and
where,
you
know.
want to see it succeed, the whole event in general, the Little Falls cheese. And I said, this is a win-win all the way around. I can't wait
I
for
hope
it.
it's the first
So,
of many
I do
because
too.
I
too.
think our
Different
attendees
places.
want to have
Yes.
this kind of thing where they
Yes.
can learn more
Yes.
and meet other like-minded people and
Absolutely.
high five in the middle of the room
Right.
over their favorite cheese, or drag somebody over and say try this
Yes,
one.
exactly.
And so I think it'll be kind of a sparkly evening.
Yes, and it's nice too because I'm thinking of it. If you come up and you learn about the cheese, then when you go to the cheese festival in the fall, you'll be able to run right to that cheese, and where your friends will say, "What is this for?" Oh, I already know because I learned what the pairing is last year when I went. So
Right,
Yeah.
or
it'll
you might
save
take a trip
time.
out to
Yes,
Abby's shop
yep.
in Oneida,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
if you're passing through in the thruway, there's also a good cheese shop in
Yes.
Syracuse. There's one in Albany that I absolutely love called the Cheese Traveler,
It's fantastic.
which is a great name for a cheese store.
yes, it is.
And Megan will be glad to give you the correct wine to go with that, right?
So
Yes, and they're going to be all different kinds of wines, or just New York wines, or
I
some
think
a mix.
I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I trust Megan implicitly because she really does know her stuff.
Yeah, she knows her
and
stuff, for
and
sure.
she has wonderful knowledge and enthusiasm. So
great.
I think she's a great addition. I'm really grateful that she was available.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's Ann Street Liquors. I don't think we mentioned.
Right, Ann
Yes,
Street
so
Liquors
yes,
right here
Yeah.
in Little
Yes.
Falls.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So it's as local as we could make it.
Yep.
We don't have a cheese shop in Little Falls, but that
Maybe one
is
day,
on our
yes.
Team Cheese's wish list is
Yeah.
to have somebody.
run a cheese shop.
Run a
for the
cheese
little-
shop.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
That would be
And
perfect.
I think it's attainable. If you're listening and you've been thinking of that, your
I think-
first step is to come meet Abby at our fundraiser and
Absolutely.
pick her brain
Yes,
and eat the cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I think it would do well here.
I think it would do very
Yeah.
well. I think, we're going to be able to tap into this. So I'm hoping we can do more wine and cheese events going forward, maybe Valentine's Day. Spring into cheese is an idea we have.
That's
We can
great.
do it at other venues.
Yes,
We
it's
can maybe do
perfect.
one outside sometime. I mean,
Perfect. I love
we
it. I
had a
love the whole
crazy
idea.
idea one time, Team Cheese, that we would hold a dinner or a tasting on the bridge down at Canal Place that goes over.
Oh,
Yes,
that
the
would be
river.
so cool.
Fun.
Just close it to traffic. Not that it
Yes,
ever
yeah.
has much
Yes.
traffic. And
No,
put
but you
tables.
could do that,
Yes,
yeah.
wouldn't that- Wait, bring on the
Awesome.
candelabras. I'm so into it.
yes. Look at all these. See, this is just wasted on one day. See, that's what I'm thinking is the Little Falls Cheese Fest does this for one day. This is great. They can spread out over the year. And all of these little ideas, I think they're going to be perfect. As
In
you
the
come
area
to.
and
Yes,
kind of,
all over
involve
the
more
place.
people. Yeah.
It's perfect. So, and how many are on Team Cheese? About
8 to 10
8 to 10.
people
Just
with
only-
varying
only 8
skills.
to 10.
It takes
That's-
a lot
Yes.
of work to put the festival together. And I want to emphasize, some people have said, "Why do you need to have a fundraiser? You're a big successful festival." We're like, help!
But
our expenses.
Yes.
So if I'm hoping we'll make a couple $100 or something. We're just sticking our toes into
Yep.
the fundraising world, but
Yes.
we wanted to start with. Why not start with what you want most?
Right,
Isn't
exactly.
that sort of life?
Well, and as
You
a
know?
nonprofit too, they can donate to you too. So if someone can't make the event and they would like to donate to this great cause, they still can, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So
we'll
it's
send
not
them a
just-
lovely thank you note
It's-
with exclamation points.
Which it's not. So if you can't make this event or you can't make the next event, you can still donate to the cause too and keep Team Cheese going and
keep us
growing.
going. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think this is a wonderful way to
Yes.
donate to it because you're feeding what you
Yes,
love.
exactly.
You're gonna
So
you're gonna
good.
try the cheeses.
Yes.
You're gonna have the snackies. You might even be able to make a whole meal out out of it.
That's wonderful. And this is what I was going to say too. That I don't know that you two realized. I think you might have. So the Little Falls Library is doing a fundraiser the same evening, and it is you drop your kids off and you can go shop. Same evening, same time. And I said, so any parents that may want to do that and drop their kids off and keep that in mind, check out the Little Falls Library and see what you can work out. So you might be able to do both.
Well, at least we can run down there and hang a poster in their foyer.
Right. So that's it.
But you would want to personalize it, like drop your kids off here and head to Dolgeville.
Yes, exactly. So I said, couldn't be more perfect.
Boy, I would do that.
Isn't that cool? So
when my kids were small, I would have been like, oh, please.
Exactly. And I don't think they offer
Give
that.
Mama the wine.
Exactly. So it's perfect timing.
We know to keep Mama away from the wine now.
Well, I think this is going to be a wonderful event. And so where can they purchase tickets? They can purchase at the door as well, too? Or?
You could, but I wouldn't because it'll be a little bit more.
Yes,
You'll still be entered in the raffle for the 3 baskets, no matter what. But go to Eventbrite. It's simple.
Eventbrite, and they just search
wine and cheese pairing for the holidays. Or Little Falls Cheese Festival wine and cheese pairing for the holidays. Perfect. And you will immediately find us and grab yourself a ticket.
Yeah.
Or they can go to your
and
Facebook
say,
page.
The information's on the Facebook page. We post every day about it.
Perfect.
And, you can say, oh, this is a good cause. Bring Mama the wine.
Exactly.
Sounds like Mama's had too much wine already.
Say cheese.
Yes, say cheese. That is a good one, too. Yeah. You guys have all the good slogans. I can't believe it. I'm listening to that. I'm like, this is great.
Actually, there's a cheese shop that I saw called Say Cheese. You know the word for friends. Yeah. French is this is. So C''EST. Say cheese.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
Someone should name a shop Say Cheese and open it right on our main street, around the corner from our public library.
Yes, that would be fantastic.
I'm going to ask Santa Claus.
Yes. Would be.
I'm not going to do it because I have enough on my plate, so to speak.
Right.
Really.
Oh, no pun there. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Unreal. Well, I thank you so much for coming on. Anything else you'd like to tell us about the event, though? I'm trying to make sure we have everything set. Everybody knows what's going on.
So live jazz, a chance to win a beautiful cheese basket full of cheese, wine, chocolate, beautiful handcrafted cheese board, and meet Abby and Megan and try all the good things that they're going to lay before you and learn. It's learning.
Perfect.
It's educational.
No, we don't want to do that.
It'll be fun.
It's about drinking and food. Come on.
And I'm so excited to see how you decorate your event space.
I can show you after we get done here.
Beautiful. And I'm excited about Kyle's jazz trio in that space because everybody knows that churches, and it was a former church, have wonderful acoustics.
The acoustics are awesome.
When I asked him and I told him it was a former church, he's like, sign me up.
That's fantastic.
I would love to play
excited.
in that space.
I am so excited about that too. Well, someone came in once and told me that it looks like the Grand Ole Opry because it has the wood on the top of the ceilings, the wood on the floor. I said, I don't know anything about that. I said, but I guess the acoustics are perfect in there. So this will be a good event.
I think it's going to be very lovely.
Yes, very good.
Maybe a little bit romantic. Yes. So if you're courting someone.
Yes. If you'd like to propose there, give me a call prior to. We'll make it happen.
We'll
make sure there's flowers there.
Right.
The flowers will make sure we have their red roses would be good. So, oh my goodness, that would be even more perfect.
Oh my God, we're going off the rails.
Well, I just said, hey, you never know. You never know when someone might propose. Who loves cheese, too. So if they love cheese and wine.
Be kind of a cheesy proposal, though, don't you think?
No, there's those puns again. I can't give you
Will you free mine?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now that's when you got to do the drums on the
all right. I can do that.
There it is. So, well, anyway, I'm so happy you could come on and talk to us about it today. And anybody has any questions, they can check out your Facebook page. And there's a contact, I'm sure, on there, too. And
Instagram. We have an Instagram Little
too.
Falls Cheese. And our littlefallscheesefestival.com.
Perfect.
There's a lot of ways to find it. But the easiest thing is just go onto Eventbrite and search wine and cheese pairing for the holidays.
Fantastic. Well, yes. Well, thank you so much for being on today, Teri.
Merci beaucoup, madame.
Mark your calendars, December 1st.